Western officials are claiming China has shown a willingness to offer military and financial support to Russia as part of its war on Ukraine. According to reports, the assistance Russia has requested include prepackaged military food kits known in the U.S. as meals ready to eat, or MREs. After the news broke yesterday, President Biden's national security advisor, Jake Sullivan, conveyed deep concerns to a top Chinese diplomat in Rome in what was a, quote, intense 7-hour session reflecting the gravity of the moment. A Biden official said the U.S. warned that China could face grave consequences for supporting Russia. So what would that be? Let's ask Senior Research Fellow at the Heritage Foundation, Dean Cheng. Dean, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So what is the reality of whether China is helping out Russia in this situation or not, or in what ways? I mean, where are they being helpful? Where are they holding back?
Well, we know that the Chinese are definitely helping the Russians diplomatically, politically, to some extent financially, signing contracts with various Russian entities. The story that is in the news right now, of course, about military assistance is much less clear. We're hearing a lot from American sources, always unnamed, always anonymous, that Russia has approached China, and perhaps China's even agreed, but nothing firmer than that. And over the last several years, in my personal opinion, anonymous sources have often not proven to be accurate.
So what are your expectations for how China will respond to the diplomatic entreaties, pressure, I guess, depending on how you want to put it, from Western nations, notably the U.S.? I mean, yesterday, long meetings with Jake Sullivan in Rome and Chinese intermediaries. What do you think we, or rather the Biden administration, is trying to get from them, and how likely are they to go along with it?
Well, let's remember first off that this meeting in Rome actually was scheduled far in advance. It was a matter of, I guess, good timing in a sense that it occurs in the middle of this war, but that was not the situation when it was originally scheduled. I think that the Biden administration is probably hoping to do at least one of two things. If there is an actual Russian request to publicize it and shame maybe the Chinese into not complying, and otherwise just trying to, in a sense, preempt any possible Chinese assistance. Whether or not that'll succeed is much less clear, in part because the Chinese and Russians clearly are willing to cooperate. It's in a non-military way. They issued a joint statement on February 4th on the eve of the Winter Olympics. It's not clear that China is going to supply Russia with weapons. I think it's also important to note here that there are, broadly speaking, three areas where the Chinese could be of help. One would be in things like spare parts or food. This is to keep the Russian equipment rolling, but not necessarily killing people per se. The second would be actual munitions, bombs, rockets. A lot of Chinese equipment either is borrowed from or based off of Russian stuff. And then third would be actual military equipment. That's the kind of thing that would be very hard to deny. The first two, the Chinese could say, we're providing broad sets of supplies. We're not, prove that it's us. Chinese tanks showing up in Ukraine would be pretty clear.